Sangaram berocha Yuvairajaya Tathagataya Arahate Samyek Sambuddha Namo Sarvanda Thayangate Arahate Samyek Sambuddhembhyo Namo Arya Alokete Shvaraya Bodhisattvaya Mahasattvaya Mahakarunika Aidyayantham Dharadhara Dhirendhirendurundru Namo Ratnaintraya Namo Arya Jana Sagaram Berocha Yuvairajaya Tathagataya Arahate Samyek Sambuddha Namo Sarvanda Thayangate Arahate Samyek Sambuddhembhyo Namo Arya Alokete Shvaraya Bodhisattvaya Mahasattvaya Mahakarunika Aidyayantham Dharadhara Dhirendhirendurundru Namo Ratnaintraya Namo Arya Jana Sagaram Berocha Yuvairajaya Tathagataya Arahate Samyek Sambuddha Namo Sarvanda Thayangate Arahate Samyek Sambuddhembhyo Namo Arya Alokete Shvaraya Bodhisattvaya Mahasattvaya dear, oh dear, Tani Tani, Prai Tani Brata, Pusoine Pusumari, Satyantanaye Mapanaye, So.
test test 1 2 3 4สวัสดีครับ respect to venerable monks and all Dharma friends as well as our Ubasok Basika lay women Buddhists and layman Buddhists. Welcome back to our class. Okay, so welcome back to our class again. Last time I really enjoyed the class because we have some events about the Buddhist holiday นะครับ we call Maka Puja Day. Maka Puja Day, okay? So actually, Maka Puja Day, there's a day for monks and Buddhist people to go to the temple in the early morning. In the early morning, the people will come to temple and then they will bring some food, flowers, incense sticks to come to the temple to offer food to the monks. And after that, we do a ceremony. Actually, the ceremony it will be a ceremony of monk. It will be like let the people to do chanting together. Okay, so let the people do chanting together, and after that, we will listen a small Dhamma talk from the owner. And after Dhamma talk, then the people will back to their home. So in the Buddha time, these situations happen in the full moon day of the Magha lunar month. And actually, Buddha gives some sermon to all disciples to listen. 1,250 monks that came together for listen the teaching of the Buddha. Actually, the main teaching of the Buddha, as we know that the Buddha provide for very simple and the simple thing that is a heart of Buddhist teaching too. Number one, is there anyone know about that? Kabushade, what is the main teaching of the Buddha?มีใครรู้มั้งครับ Is there anyone except Thai people know very well about it? about the other friends from different corner of the world. Is there anyone can share some idea on Makabusha Day, or is there any one of you join the Makabusha Day? No one? Okay. Actually, in that day, the Buddha will give some kind of like a sermon to people or the teaching to the people. Number one, abstaining from doing all bad or all unwholesome is number one. Number one. And number two, Buddha encourage and let people to try to cultivate goodness. Cultivate goodness. That is number two. So first one, avoid from bad, do good. And third is to clean the mind, to purify our mind. That's three main teaching of the Buddha gave in Maka Pusha Day. Sapha pasa akaranang kusra supasampatha sajita pariyotapanang. That is the teaching of the Buddha gave on the Makabusha Day. So on last week is a full moon day. So all monks and we will uh, busy in the morning. When the people offer food to the monks, what do they do next? They will dedicate food to the past people who pass away. That is the tradition, and that's it's not like just give to the monks directly to the monks, but they dedicate food. That is the teaching of the Buddha that when somebody pass away, then we have to dedicate because uh, they cannot the spirit will receive like that. Okay, that is the activity on Makabusha Day. Actually, uh, even from now so on, we still have more like Buddhist holiday. Okay, so as you know, first one Makabusha Day is actually on February. Yeah, February, and then second holiday for Buddhists we will start on Visakha Day. The Vesak Day that is the day that Buddha born, enlightened, and passed away in the same. Uh, it's not like same time, but happen in the uh same dates, different period time, but same same full moon day like that. And Asaraha Day. So Visakha Day, born, enlightened, and pass away. And another holiday for Buddhists we call Asaraha Day. It is the first time that Buddha gave a sermon to people. Uh-huh. First time Buddha got enlightened and he liked the Dharma that he realized that he got or understood or he got achieved is quite difficult for people. So he thought that it is good for he to give some sermon for people or just ignore about that. But finally he decided to teach people. So Saraha Puja Day is the day that the first the Buddha gives sermon with the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra. Uh-huh. And that is the first day that we have Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So three how do I say that? The three groups. First one three how to say that we have like the triple gem, Buddha Dhamma and Sangha. And after Asaraha Day, then very close to one Kalpansa. One Kalpansa, so it's the Buddhist, because one Kalpansa is a Buddhist holidays. Like it is a rainy season. So actually from July to October is the time for monks to choose a temple to stay there. That is one Kalpansa or the Buddhist Lent day for monks to choose any temple from that. And then the other day for that is we call one Opansa. That's the Buddhist holiday that will be happen around this year. Okay. Um. So how was your life in nowadays in Chiang Mai now little bit bad with the air quality. People are enjoying burn the forest, burn the farm, but we are not enjoying, not enjoying breathing, and a little bit difficult for us. Hmm. Chiang Mai very good on rainy season and winter season, but summer's not good. Mm, it's difficult. Everyone okay, right? Does anyone want to share some ideas to talk with a monk first? When you see the monks, then we talk to the monks and monk talk before we start our class. Anyone else want to share some story from your country? No one want to talk to the monks? Did you hear my voice? Is okay, right? The weather in how about the weather in Singapore? Warm? ไม่มีใครมาจากสิงคโปร์ Is there anyone from Singapore? And also from other countries, China? Lauren from Europe, right? From England. Oh, very nice. Here you go. Your beautiful, clean area. Nah. Here you go. Nice. Uh-huh. So thanks for Hego to share some picture, some image. What time is there now?
We have 7 o'clock.
Morning, right? Morning time?
Yeah, morning.
Oh. So
So
you,
I have to stand up, I think 3:30 for Bucha Khao Prat tomorrow in the morning.
oh, wow.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is early.
Yeah, it's very early. Uh-huh.
And after that, the lesson,
Uh-huh.
the Praktama.
I must study. Thanks. Uh-huh. Do you have some time to, do you have time to practice meditation too?
Yeah, oh, I have. Yeah, I try to sit 1 hour a day.
Mm. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Mhm. Do you do walking too, or just only sit?
I do some yoga.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I like yoga too. It's good
Okay.
for health.
Yeah, I teach yoga, but
Oh,
not extreme. So more the gentle stuff. And I have a lot of older people that are joining my classes. Yeah,
I see.
yeah,
Okay, I see. So that it will be good exercise
yeah.
for.
And, and as you asked, Lumpi, about speaking to the monks, so I had one question in my mind. I think I know the answer, but what we talked about the last weeks about, for example, like stealing if you are hungry, or like you are on the maybe starving and you want food, you are stealing something, that the karmic effect is not as big as maybe you are stealing because you want to be powerful, or you want luxury things or something like that. If human being is like a bodhisattva, like on the way to be want to be a future Buddha,
Yeah.
then and he is in a situation like he is maybe starving, and he is not stealing. This is something that is increasing his parami, or not?
Um. Yeah. It's we call Kanti Parami.
Yeah,
There's a certain parami that if someone want to get some certain state, according to the Buddhist, they have
Yeah.
to practice like dana barami. Dana means
Giving.
giving, yeah, and then dana barami, kanti barami. Kanti means
Endurance.
endurance, like that. So
Yeah.
um, when like saja barami, something like this, saja means the truthfulness
Yeah.
practice. So if someone, like sometime that we learning the Dhamma of the Buddha, that some story they mention about some people uh, want to keep the barami, and they even sacrifice their life. So that is another things that practice barami too. Because in Buddhism we believe, yeah, like a rebirth or reincarnation. So like when we sacrifice life for some good reason, I mean, or any barami, like that. So that is the next life born again. So we will successful that. That is a kind of practice barami.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, like last time the story I told, maybe when I made first time we talk about someone that was born without any properties, any help, anything else from other help. So because the cause and action and reaction, cause and effect, because he never practiced dana barami, he never practiced saja barami or kante barami, something like that too. In the Buddha time, a guy, someone very rich but very he never offer or something like that. When he born again, he has nothing, because they compare like if you have very good seed of plants, but you keep it and you don't plant it, so you cannot
It's
get that.
lost.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gone. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But if you plant again, then you receive again. Uh-huh. So that's why we talk about when we doing goodness practice offering or practice goodness. We also like you have a seed of any plant seed. When you grow in, then you will get maybe 10,000, 10 like 10% more, 100% more feedback. Same thing with our plants. Anyway, good for sharing and some idea. What about the other want to share this idea about precept number 2? Last time we did that. Me, man? Is there anyone want to share? No one want to share. Talk to teacher. Uh-huh. Talk to teacher. Okay. Um. Anyway, I will start our um learning class learning now. If anyone have some idea, something else, then welcome. Then we can discuss, and later on any other question that also welcome. So my voice is clear to everyone, right? Yes, sure. Okay, last time we talked about precept number 2, right? Precept number 2. Precept number 2 or adinadana. Oh, okay. Adinadana. So this time we will, last time we talked about precept number 2, right? Uh-huh. So adinadana is abstaining from what? Uh-huh. From taking something is not giving by the honor. Uh-huh. Whatever you have bad, some bad, or how to say that? some bad thought. You did this is also a kind of breaking the rule. And we also talk about what is the we also talk about the precept of the condition or the principle to judge that which one and what principle can judge that you broke the rule. You broke the rule. So that is precept number 2. Today we are going to talk about the precept number 3. Okay, the precept number 3. As you know, that precept number 3 is the precept talk about the sexual misconduct. Sexual misconduct, or in Bali we say kame sumichachara. Kame sumichachara. Kame na sumichachara veramani. So this precept is one of the precepts that is very important to human being. To human beings, the one who has human being according to Bali word manutsa, mana and utsa, manutsa. So it means a person who have quality of the mind, a person who have quality of the mind. Okay, a person who has quality of the mind. That's why human being, they are the precept can apply to human beings and not for animal or something else, because they don't have like kind of like subconsciousness or some mindfulness like human beings. The precept is to talk about simple, to talk about how to manage the life of people, that when we married or when we have girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, and how to manage the life in order to get happiness, in order to get some progress, in order to get trust from your partner. So this is the third precept that mentioned, and it's very basics for every human being. Okay, except some culture. As you know, some culture they can marry a couple, means if you have wife or you have husband, then only one, right? But some culture, some people can marry 2, 3 wife, 4 wife, or like that. And some culture as a human being, that's a such culture of the people from different corner of the world. And also I came across with a video in another country, I think in Asia, but not sure which one. A girl can has a wife for a girl can has a husband more than one. She has like 2 or 3 husbands like that too. That's another country that the social norm, that they practice the culture, they practice like that. In Thailand, like some group of tribe, they also allowed to have 2 or 3 wives as well, like long time ago. Even now, some change, but some people still follow that. Okay, so first we're going to talk about the definitions or the purpose and meanings of observing precept number 1. Precept number 3. The third precept, the definitions, and then what kind of is kind like the benefits of to observe the third precept. Then what else that we need to talk about? We need to talk about the um something that is prohibited, okay, or prohibition, not allowed for you to do that. If we do or we do some acting with that, it will be cause us about the precept, this precept. Okay, so actually kame sumishachara is the meaning is abstinent from sexual misconduct, and mainly these third precept we will talk totally with someone else, spouse or partner, okay, and then a child or a minor under guardianship, and then a nun or monks that, or someone that took 8 precept. All these three of this is thing that we should not even think about that, because it will cause effectively about life and the impact from the breaking this rule. You will see around the world that people's stamping, and people killing, and people harming each other because they didn't observe, they didn't practice this rule. Okay. So kame sumichachara veramani sikhang patang samadhiyami means that actually it's a kind of precept that you have to take a vow for yourself, that I will practice this barami is we call the khanti barami as well. So the purpose and meaning of this, the term of, we will talk about the term of karma. uh, Karma, not karma, karma. Karma, the term of karma in the precept describe the act of adulterous love or another person, for another person. This is talk about the love affair for the lay people about this. Okay, and they mentioned that for it is a normal for a lay people to have girlfriend, boyfriend, and have a hus to get married, to have husband or wife, whatever. This is normal for people that um they can do, they can follow like this. Okay, but very important, because the mind of the people, and as we talk about the craving or kilesa, or defilements, is a kind of that actually it exists in our self, in every people. So this thing is an abstract, we cannot touch, but it's also very powerful as well. So that's why if any people want, or any people need peaceful living, so you have to practice and have to um observe this rule strictly, in order to prevent, in order to take care of yourself, in order to get happiness, and in order to prevent a problem which will follow after that too. Okay, so there also that the regulation was put in place to keep people from spread apart or trust, and uh, you will get like a trust from people, or as well as the other friend, other people will respect you by the acting that you call it strict on this precept and keep this precept. That is the meanings and the purpose to observe the precept, especially for yourself, and basically for your family and for society as well. This is the first thing that we need to think about that with the third precept. Okay. The reason of observing this precept, and this precept, they mention, as I mentioned, that okay, for normal people, for Buddhist people, or the man, lay women, whatever. So this is the normal for people to keep their life. In order they want to keep their life, or their children, or their properties, or whatever they want to move forward. And this is one of the problem, I think, that um, when they have children, when they get married and have children, so in expect one of the expecting, they are a little bit worried that when they turn to getting old, like 60, 70, something like this, so the children will come and take care of them. The concept between Asian people and Western or European people probably, I think, maybe a little bit different from, especially in Thailand, when people marry, then when they have children, okay, when they have children, and then they will take care of the children and will treat the children, send the children to get education, and after that, they will, when they're getting old, they expect children come back to take care of them, okay, to take care of them. So that's why they try to take care of the children very good. But um, as you see that right now, there's not current, there's no nothing guarantee that, I mean, it is not 100% that when you have children and they will come to, when you're getting old, they will come back and take care of you. It's a, yeah, some family, if you got, you got a good son, good daughter, probably they will come, but many family, their daughter and son left the parents and they didn't care about that as well. Sometimes they'll live to, when their daughter, he uh he or she, her daughter or his daughter get married, okay, when get married, then uh after give, after contract, sign a contract to offer properties like land, house, or something like that. After that, they also, um when they get properties from the parent, they also kick off their parents out of the home sometime as well. So this is one of the situation that happen in Thailand is quite often as well. And right now, Thailand courts, the court of Thailand also allow that any parents that if you offer, if you give your properties, land, house, whatever, to your son or your daughter, and they just left and they didn't care about you, so you can report, you can require, you can send a report to the police and to the court. So the court will take all the properties back to the parents like that. If they take properties, they take money, they take house and land, whatever, and they can take care of you, it's okay. But if they just kick you out of the home, that's, you can take it back by the law of Thailand. Now it's happened in Thailand as well. Okay, so uh, as I mentioned, but okay, this precept, we someone right now, they probably, I think not, it is not only happening in Thailand only, but it's happening around the world because now we have more group people. Before we talk only, it is the social norm, it is the tradition that girl should marry, boy should marry like that. But right now, because society change and everything changed, so as you know that we have more kind of like genders, have more genders, especially like LGBT plus or something like that. So someone may be happy, they don't want to get married, they don't want to do something else, they just want to be quiet and happy and simple life like that. Many people do that. As a monk as well, we are, as a monk, so we monk not supposed to make to do to create the relationship with another um girls or like that, okay. So this is one of the thing that monk can live in peacefully and can serve Buddhism and serve society, social world, because the varieties of genders happen a lot. That's why now this precept is quite important to people. And if you observe or you watch the television news, whatever, it's very often that happen because people didn't practice this uh, precept. Okay, so now we just come back to for precept number 2, very short word: abstain from sexual misconduct. but there's a certain certain point or certain key that what we should not concern with, or we should not engage to that that situation. Okay, that situation, because if we did something like that too, that also considered as broken precept number three as well. So there's some prohibition, or some provision, or the provision, sorry, this one, uh something mistake, moment please. I think I already delete. Okay. Okay. They say that in this precept, sexual misconduct is prohibited. Sexual harassment of person, both male and female, is prohibited. Okay, it means there's some barrier. There's some barrier between to observe the rule and to break the rule. So that's why they categorize, try to categorize that what kind of women, what kind of women that we should not uh, we should not like do some bad or some sexual harassment. Okay, sexual harassment for them. If we do something like that, it will broke the rule as well. So they say that a person prohibited, or a prohibited person, they mention that if some person that they are controlled or under guidance of someone else that didn't get permission. So if we did that, we will break the rules. So that's, they mention a prohibited person. It means a person um who is belong to someone else, or who is the one that practice some dharma or whatever, and they they're not allowed to, they're not happy or not allowed to do that. If we did something like that, that is kind of thing that we need to keep away from that. So now when we talk about the people that we should keep away from them. As I mentioned before, that a person who have a have a partner or couples already, or person like they are under control of the law, under control of their parents. And then the next one, like a person who are training themselves, like monks, bhikkhuni, and the person who take 8 precepts, that practitioner in Buddhism. For women, that we should not engage, we should not like concern, or we should not uh, build a relationship with, that they mentioned that there are three types. Number one, they mentioned that in Bali, they mentioned that it's uh, sasamika, or how do you say that? Sasamika is a kind of like that girl. Okay, it's kind of like that girl is she already, okay, she already have husband, or maybe she already has a partner already. Okay, as I mentioned before, that before we talk about wives and have a wives and husband, but right now, because the varieties of genders, okay, so probably if she uh she can like she have a lover, maybe it's not her husband, but it's kind of like that. So that is another thing that if we broke it, that is not good uh for it will cause the bad karma for the people who broke this rule as well. Okay, and then number two, number two, number two, number two, we call relative, relatives or Ratika, relatives or Ratika. This one is Bali word, okay? It's a Bali word. So the the Bali words is already transcribed as you see this that, okay? As you see about the meanings that they mention that a girl is cared by a family or her family, or is one who lacks independence and has family acting as guardians. Okay, this is number two. So number one, uh, Sasamika. Sasamika actually means a girl that she already have a partner in her life. Whatever is a man or girl, it doesn't matter. So this kind of girl, we should keep away from that. And then second is a yatika, rakita. Yati rakita. So this translate every relative rakita. Yati means relatives. Okay, rakita. Rakita, it means it's kind of like sometimes a girl, maybe she live with her relatives, something like this, and her relatives also take care of this. So this is kind of that we should not uh, concern with a girl like this. If what happened if they mentioned that if a girl or a woman, if a girl or a woman have kind of uh, like if some guys uh, attract attractive, okay, attract uh, like a she's beautiful for that the boy and that man, and the man's like want to talk to her or do something like this, then she should keep away from that. But if she has kind of like feel good feeling to that, also is kind of thing that is not good at the beginning. Okay, it's not beginning. It's not good for at beginning because good feeling may cause another problem, following bad, another action may be following bad. This is to kind of the number two about the girl that a man should not, okay, a man should not go to cultivate relationship in love's affair. And number three, okay, in number three, there's a providence women. Number three is talk about the Dhamma Rakita. Dhamma Rakita, okay, they mention about uh, uh, some girl they are they good to practice they I don't know how to mention, but like maybe like a nun, maybe um like princess, like the girl of general, or maybe authority president or something like this. So some girl that it belong to authority person, or a girl that is they practice or they're learning about Dharma, or some girl that they want to live alone. They don't want to make any relationship with the other people. So this girl, we should keep away from that as well. Okay, so this word in in Dhamma study, we talk about women protected by Dhamma like that. But actually, when we talk about general thing, people, some women that we should not concern with them. Okay, and what else? They also mentioned that there are 20 types of women who are strongly prohibited. Okay, in this 20 kind of girl that a man should not consult or should not concern with and should keep away from this. Okay, and number one. Number one, I forget to they call Mother Rakita or Matu Rakita. Okay, Matu Rakita. So sorry for the Bali words. Actually, I should not translate to mother, but in Bali word, Matu Rakita. Uh, Rakita is the meaning of Rakita is kind of like protect or under control or under guidance, okay, guardians, something like that. So number one is that a woman who is treated by her mother, okay, or a woman that her mother is guardians her, under control of her mother. This one about should not do that, okay. Number two, pitu. Rakita, okay, Pitu Rakita, the woman who is treated or guardians by her God, by her father. And this is number two. For number three, okay, in number three, Mata Pitu Rakita. Mata Pitu Rakita. This is means both this is mean both mother and father. So any girls that under take care other guardians of uh, parents, either from mother or father, we should not do something bad to her. Number four, Patu Rakita. Number four, Patu Rakita is a woman who is looked after by brother. Uh, so some family, maybe family is broken or maybe parents gone. So only brother and sister. So brother also guard her sister. And this we should not do some bad thing to her. Number five, they talk about the sister Rakita. So after brother Rakita, then sister, or we call Pakini Rakita. Okay, Pakini Rakita means a girl that under control or under guidance of her sister. So this is we should not concern. We should not do some bad thing to her. Okay. The next one, the number six. Number six, they mention about Yati Rakita. It means girl that guardians or take care by her relatives. Take care by her relative. We should not do some bad thing to her like this. And number seven, Kota Rakita. Number seven, Kota Rakita means a woman or family with family or a healer. It means uh it means like how do you say that, like that girl actually her parents is gone, maybe is gone or no brother sister take care of her, but some other people, maybe any people they treat it, they just like it, they take care as a they take as a son, as a daughter. They take care as a daughter like that. So that is also means she's belong to someone. And then number eight, they said that Dhammarakita. Dhammarakita means a woman that protected by the Dhamma. By this term, it means that a person, you mean you know, like in the Buddha time, when the Buddha mentioned that when we practice the Dhamma, then the Dhamma will protect us. When we observe the precept, then the precept will observe us. So the word by protected by the Dhamma means that person or that girl is made intentionally and very strictly on practice the Dhamma or practice the Buddhism, Buddhist teaching, something like that, or maybe like meditation. So this is one of uh, the girl that we should not do some bad thing to her. And number 9, Sarakha. Number 9, Sarakha. It means a girl that, you know, like the own tradition, right? Some own tradition, uh, or some family probably like their uh, friends, or they know each other, and they say that, oh, your wife also got your wife got a pregnant with a boy, so my wife also pregnant with a girl, so we will make them alive when they growing up. We will make them as a couple. We will marry. We will take them to marry each other like that. So this is kind of like, even there's no contract between two family, but according to the morality, they mentioned that these two girls, two this is a couple, or these two girl and boy, they already the family already agree with that. So another guy or another girl should not uh, involved in this. Okay. And number 10 is Saparitanta. Okay. So they mentioned that this is a woman protected by the law with friends. Okay. So it means that protected by the law. So good man should not should not concern with this, or should not involved. Okay, so still continue. Number 11, number 11, they mention about Thana Gita. Thana Gita. They mention that it's a girl or it's a woman bought by a man as his wife. Um, this is probably, I think, is because this is very old tradition, I think. You know, like in the past, I'm not sure now, but in the past, because they used to sell slave, or sometimes they can buy, I think they can buy a girl as a wife or something like this. Sometimes, like, I'm not sure in Thailand, but I think yes, maybe some case like people, they they come to borrow the rich guy's money, right? They borrow rich guy monies, and then what happened? Later on, they don't have money to pay back to the rich guy. Okay, so they just like, oh, we don't have money to pay back to you, so we will offer our a daughter to you, like that. uh So it's kind of like buy or bought the the girl for the wife or something like that. Or sometime some guy maybe like they want to pay money for the owner and to take that girls to home for take care and for a couple like that. Number 12, they mention about Chantavasini. Chantavasini means that a girl or a woman who live with a man with mutual love, like a normal love. Okay, even they are not married. Okay, even they are not married, they just like kind of like a. I think right now we can say that they love each other, and they live together like boyfriend girlfriend or something like that. That's also, if another girls, another boy involved on this, and that's all. um, it's not good for this, and also it will cost to break this rule as well. Number 13. Number 13, the Bokawasini. Bokawasini, they mention about they mentioned, as I talked before, that sometime a girl who live a man's wife with wealth, it means like sometime a boy can pay money to the owner of, or to maybe to parents, or maybe to relatives or whatever, and take that girl to be as a wife. This is one of the wife that another man should not involved with. Okay, and number 14, they said Patawasini. This also mentioned like if you go to like a man helping the girl because the girl is very poor, and the man maybe like the girl as want to take as part of his wife. So this is another girl that another man should not involve. Number 15, they mention about Ota Patan Ota Patakini. Ota Patakini. It means a girl or a woman as whom a man asks to be his wife in marriage ceremony. And this kind of like, I think like engage or something like that. And the next one, number 16, number 16 mention about Opa Jatum, Opa Jata Jumpata. It's a little bit difficult with the Bali words, okay? Opa Ta Jumma Pata. They mention about a woman who has been helped by a man to remove a heavy burdens or from her head and life happily life. So like some girls, maybe she got a lot of debt and the man could to help. So a man want she to become want that girl to become his wife. This is as one of another. Okay. And number 17, let's talk about Tasi Pariya. Actually, this one is kind of like slave, okay? Like, sorry, this one, the number 17 is actually Bali word, but I forgot to change to Bali word. It's translate directly to this word. It doesn't make sense. But actually, 17 means Tasi Pariya, so a female servant who is a wife, okay? A servant who is a wife. It means he take that boy, take the girls that used to be servants to be his wife. And number 18, Kamakari Pariya. Kamakari Pariya. This means a woman hired to do work as a wife. Okay. So actually, like a girl agree that I will work in like a housework, or I will do something like this as your pariya. I think maybe in Thai, I don't know, but in Thai, many people they has wife as pariya noi, something like that. And then 19 tacha hatha, tacha hatha. This is they mention about a wife that you take from, okay, you take from a captive, or she used to be a slave or from another people, and you want to you pay money to take that girl to be your wife. And then the next one, uh even number 20, they talk about Muhutatika. This is not Mahat, they call Muhutatika, a woman with whom a man lived temporarily. It highlights any girls that a man stay with temporarily. So this one is very short for explanation from the book, but I think if like boyfriend, girlfriend, and during the time they stay live together and they haven't like separate, so in this period, they another guys should not involved with that. But if they are already left and separate, okay, already left, and I think that's maybe not considered with doing breaking this rule. Okay, so this is 20 types of women that who are strongly prohibited by not allow men to concern with. Uh, in addition, 20 types of girls, and now they also mention very strictly about the two kind of prohibition of women. Number one, like Pikuni, Sikhamana is kind of like a girl that is study or a seminary that is practice prepare for become Pikuni. Anans, okay, Buddhist nun and Ubasika, okay, those who have observed the eight precept, Ubasika, who have observed eight precept, okay, or Ubosatha precept, among the women who are practice celibacy, so they are kind of like this thing we should escape from, and keep away from this girl. And women are prohibited by customary law. Okay, this is kind of like the law protects, and the law protects. This is we should not did something bad to her. Now, after we talk about the prohibited women, now we will come back to see about we talk about the prohibited men. Okay, prohibited men or prohibited men for women. There are two types. Okay, there are two types. They mentioned that first one, a man which is he already married or he has a wife already. So this is girl should not concern with. Number two, a man who are traditionally prohibited or such as monks and prohibited by religious or religion. Okay, this is one kind of that man to comment that girl should not build the relationship or should not do some bad karma to them. Okay. Now, let's see the principle of judgment. Okay, the principle of judgment. There are violations if someone uh, uh is kind of like the components of judgment, that if someone did some what kind of action that you did to this when you did it, and then it will when you do it, then it will violate to the precepts. Okay, it will violate to the precept or broke the precept. So they mention number one, a woman or man who are prohibited person. I mean, who are people are guardians. Then still care about that. Maybe parents, maybe uh, relatives, maybe friend, maybe sister, maybe brother, sister, brother, or another people take care about that. Number two, the intention to do. Okay, the intention to do means that if you have bad intention, like you want to do some bad thing to him or her. And number three, if you attempt to act, if you attempt to act means that if you just go there concern directly, so you just do it. That's when you do it. And then the last one is number 4. This is organs, equipments or contact connected. How to say in English, but like organs connected to each other. This is compare as breaking the rule number 4. And rule number 4. So number 1, that is the prohibited people. Number 2, you have intention to do it. Number 3, you try, you act time to do it. And number 4, your organs touching each other, connect each other, like that. That is considered as breaking or break the rule number 4. Okay, so now before we come back to talk about punishments of transaction. Okay, before we'll talk about the punishment who did or break the rule number 4. Now it's already 2, so maybe I will take 5 minutes break, and then after that, so we will talk about the result or the punishment from the one who broke, the one who break the rule number 3. Okay, we take a short break before we start this.
More power. Oh, beautiful. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. not enough energy. More energy. Oh, beautiful. Oh, money.
请大家唱响一点哦。
Oh, money. 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 Oh, money.
Okay, so we'll come back to after we talk about the principle of judgment, then now the punishment of transgression. Okay, transgressions. They said that those who transgression will be receive karma as follows. Who break the rules, they will receive the result as follows. Number one, it mentioned that he or she will be born in hell because the doing something like this is bad. They call it kind of like bad karma. Okay, it's a bad karma. So that's why if anyone broke about this rule, then that will cause people or cause that person that who broke the rule to be born um, in hell. Okay, and then number two, he or she will be born as animals. So this is the result number two. And number three, he or she will be born as a hungry ghost. Beta เปตวิสัยนะฮะ not เปตวิจัยเปตวิสัย it's called in Thai we call เปตะเปตะor เปตะ okay, and English actually we know that this is kind of like hungry ghost, but I'm not sure is anyone understood this one or not. And then number four, he or she will be born with physical, infirm, ugly, and many diseases. I mean, many diseases, it means that poor health, okay? Health is poor. Okay. And then number five, they mentioned that for the lightest punishment, he or she will full of enemies and around. Okay. This is the very maybe it's kind of like the punishment. Okay, the punishment that who break rule number three. And the last part, we will talk about the benefits of observing this precept. After the punishment, then the benefits of the observing this precept. What are they? The third precept, they said that number one, he or she will be free from enemies all directions. And then number 2, he or she will be loved by all people. And number 3, he or she will be wealthy. Wealthy does not mean exactly with the money or properties, but it means both mental health and healthy for physical healthy as well. And then number 4, he or she will be dignified and great authority. And number 5, number 4, and then number 5, he or she will be has perfect body. It means they'll have good shape and good physical, good body. And number 6, he or she will be happy, no work hard. And this is the benefits observing the precept of number 3. Okay, so totally the rule number 3, and the rule number 3 that mentioned is almost done by this explanation. So in rule number 3, is there any one of you have some question that you need to discuss on this topic? Yeah, so if you have, then we can talk about. Everyone follow me, right? Okay. I think you anyone want to share or some idea want to share, also welcome.
Yeah, I would like to ask that, like in the examen, you mentioned the 20 prohibited women.
Yeah.
Is something like this also be in the examen, or will there be like more like a conclusion who is prohibited, like a summary, like people who observe precepts, people who are in a relationship, people who are younger and prohibited?
I think the rule that mentioned about the 20 is kind of like that. It's kind, by the judgment, right? The judgment for judgment that principle of judgment number 1, number 2, number 3. If we kind of like be friend, maybe a friend, and we like build a good relationship, but we didn't broke anything like that. Okay, so that I think is not violate to the precept. But anyway, as I mentioned at the beginning that first a girl that a man should not involve if she got married. Number 2, if she's the age, it's not is the age of like our law is protect like is any kids, any woman is not above 18 years old, right? So
Yeah.
that it will be prohibited by the law. Okay.
Yeah.
So if any from this, they will be break the rule. By the judgment, they mention, for example, if Mr. David, for example, like Mr. David, he loved the girl, but the girl is still under take care of her parents. And if he did some bad action by physical to broke the principle for principle that is considered as breaking the rule. But if like built a relationship, good friend, and it's not completely for components of judgment of the rule, I think that will be it's not violate to the rule. So the 20 kind of that you see that a man should not involve in case of did some bad acting to the girls. Because like now we have like many girls they pregnant, many young girls they're pregnant because when they're pregnant and sometimes they don't know how the solution, so they just like take the baby out. How to say in English word? I forgot that. How do you say that?
Mm.
How do you say English? They
All
call.
right.
I
Good.
forgot. Abortion? Oh yeah, abortion. You see that is one of the problems that happens. So because even they have like they are boyfriend girlfriend, but they didn't to for build relationship between two of them is okay, but to violate by the four components of that. So if without some agreement from the parents, well, that may be a problem too. So I think the intention really want to protect problem which is for living back. Maybe parents or someone who their guardians they are not agree, they're not happy with that. So that's why 20.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other want to share some idea? Last time we did the some tests, right? So last time we did a small test about the precept. So let's see our quiz. Last time, I think someone talked to me that we need to review about the question. So maybe before we finish our class today, let's check about this. Last time we talked about the 5 precepts, okay? The 5 precepts of each precept of that. And let's see. Number 1. Okay, let's see number 1. Number 1, what do you think? Which one is the which one of the following is not considered as violation of this precept? The precept number 1 is abstaining from to abstain from taking a life. From A, B, C, D, which one do you think that is violate?
Do you want us to answer or we write
Yeah.
in the chat box, Lumpy?
But just talk here. Okay.
Okay.
Just A, B, C. What do you think?
It's
which one?
number A. Or it's A.
A, right? What about the other? Any other idea?
Yeah, people writing in the chat box already.
Oh, already chat box, right? I haven't seen that.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, A. Everyone. A. Okay. What about number 2? Number 2. Okay. Someone people also mentioned about. Okay, number 2. The precept encourages cultivating what positive qualities? Be bird. People said that it's be bird. It's a be bird. Compassion. Okay. If you there's I used to fix the fix by the situation like this. I want to share the story to you that if you were me, if you if you fix the situation like this, what are you going to do? You see you walk on the garden You see a snake, they are eating frog. Okay, a snake eating a frog and the frog still alive. Okay, a frog still alive, but a snake also eat a half of the frog. What should we do? Number one, we're going to help the frog to alive and let the snake hungry continue. Or we want to let the way of the animal's way. So I want to listen from any one of you. What are you going to do if you met some situation like this? You're going to build your compassion, loving kindness by helping a frog, or you, well, what are you going to do with the situation? Anyone to share? Peter, Peter Tang, or any other monks that you want to share? Lawrence? มีใครอยากแชร์ไหม No one want to share? Eki, maybe only us will talk about. So let someone type something here. Catch the snake, liberate the frog. Okay, this is from Laurent. Laurent said it. Okay. Catch the snake, liberate the frog, and liberate the snake. Maybe let it be. Okay, this is your human, right? Human.
Yeah, human.
Okay, human. You said that let it be, right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
If we let it be, can we consider as we lack of compassion? Anyone else? You want to share about this story? Hey, go. What do you think? We will compassion.
I don't know. First I thought like Laurent
Yeah,
help the
Robert.
frog and maybe then you clear the situation, but what you mean said like let it be because this is the animal's life, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know the answer. I'm
Okay.
curious what you are going to say.
uh-huh. So yeah, someone said let it be because it's a circle of animals' life. But as a monk and as a compassion, okay, as a loving kindness. Uh-huh. So any monks here want to say something? Uh-huh. I think we have different idea.
I think maybe I have an idea because if I don't know if it's right or wrong, but the frog is like the food for the snake. And maybe this is also, I don't know if can say increasing his like part of his life and increasing his parami is wrong, but maybe he gives his life to the snake, so he would get something in return in the next life. Maybe something like this.
Okay. Dedicate life to the snake, right?
Yeah.
Good idea. Our second question. If you walk on the street and you saw a snake injured, very heavy injured, okay, and by maybe the car step on his body and he's still alive, but it's very hard, he's very injured about this situation. Number one, you will let it be, you will help. Number two, you will help it to care about that. Or number three, you will release his pain by kill him. If you saw a snake was accident and injured, very heavy injured in the street, and you will help them, or you just let it like that, or you want to kill it in order to stop his pain. Number 2, compassion. Okay, here you go. Number 2, as a compassion. Number 2, take it to animals hospital. This Lauren said that take the snake to the animals hospital. Okay, this is just a simple question that if you facing a situation like this, what are you going to do? Okay, our time's finished, and we can do number 3. Okay.
What is your answer to your question, Lupi?
The
Regarding
question.
regarding the snake and the frog. What should we do?
First, for just leave my idea. No? Just leave my idea. If I able to help the frog, maybe I can help the frog, but the snake will be angry with me because he's hungry. So I ask my compassion as a monk. So probably life, I have to save life first. Okay, so I will help the frog, and after that, if the frogs go and snake also go, but later on maybe snake following the frog again and try again, that is not my problem, because when I help that, I just go, and maybe snake angry me, it's okay. But I save the life. So just my point of view. Nah. It's for the compassion and loving kindness. And number 2, we can try us as our best in case that if we analyze that a snake going to die soon and we cannot save the life, so probably can let it be. But if we think that he still have 80% that can alive, so yeah, like Lorenz said, we can take to the hospital, or maybe we can help whatever that we able to help. But we don't have, we cannot kill him to let him free from suffering, because he didn't want we judge his life that you're going to stay or you're going to die, something like that. So that's my point of view. Okay. Maybe some of you agree or not agree. Okay. Number 3, what is the underlying principle behind this precept? Someone answer already? Okay, A. They say all living beings deserve respect. Violence leads to negative karma. It's important to conserve life. So this answer is by A and by D dog. Okay, by D dog. By D dog. Number 4, this precept apply to all living beings, include all life, all form of life. Plants only, humans only, insects, animals only. So it's applied to all life. But plants is a kind of life without. We believe that plants is without spirit, like human. We call like that. It's a plant alive, but no spirit. Number 5. True or false? It is okay to eat meat if you do not personally kill the animals. Which one? TOF. A. True. Lawrence says true. Heiko also said true. Actually, the answer is a false. Yeah, it's a false. It's a false. It is okay to eat meat if you do not personally kill the animals. I will talk about the Buddha mentioned about if as a monk, but they don't have like something for lay people. A monk cannot eat meat if the monk see they murder the animals, even you don't kill by yourself. Number two, a monk cannot eat monk hear the voice of the animal suffer to die. And number three, if you what else that oh, number three is like someone intention that monks tomorrow I will kill chicken and will cook very nice food for you. Like this, a monk cannot eat. So by the rule of Buddhism, it is okay to eat meat if you do not personally kill by yourself. That will be foul according to the Buddhist teaching. So you can eat meat if you don't hear, don't see, and no one in have make attention to offer for you. Okay, so thumbs up, and then the next class I will come again for the number 2, abstinent from taking, not giving. Okay, thank you for everyone that joined class today about learning the simple. Learning about a simple precept, the 5 precept, number 3. But we, women, some people keep meat cooked so we can eat. Hence you make arms round. So Lauren give some comments. Actually we go arms round, and then yeah, we can eat if we not hear, see, and no one intends for us. So see you next class about the precept number 4. Precept number 4. Thank you very much for everyone to join class, and any mistake, anything, any words that is not proper or maybe I say wrong, please forgive me in this way, and have a nice day. Enjoy your next class. Thank you. Bye-bye.